conversation. Mr. Function, come off it, teach them all a lesson.
Welcome back to the Point Ring Podcast. I'm Bert.
Ken Shabazz.
Scott Balls. Holla.
Scott's going to announce his candidacy for president.
That's right.
Because
Blacker than Kamala.
He's not.
Scott Balls. From the.
He's not a billionaire businessman. He's not a lawyer, and yet still more qualified than the left.
Kamala.
The two we.
Kamala Harris.
What are we? Make your case real quick.
Nah, I'm good.
I'll make a
The
short.
last thing I would ever want to do is run this shit show.
Can you imagine if
Oh
we
my
made a
God.
short and you were fucking written in everywhere? You were president. of the
That would
United
be so
States.
dope.
Dude,
You fucking
maybe I'll just do that when I go to vote. I'll just write my name
You
in.
just put your name in.
Put my name right. I mean, now it's like, isn't it? I don't.
It's push button.
Push button
So
now?
they
Yeah,
force
yeah.
you. You know what I mean? Like that's another thing that I
I don't
hate-
see my name in here, guys.
I hated about her. Like she had to make an acceptance speech. Like if she was voted in,
As if
like
you were
I
voted.
accept. She
Yeah.
said I accept your nomination. I'm like,
Your.
when did
Yeah,
whose nomination?
Who chose you?
Oh, the oligarchs.
Right.
Thank you. That's because that's literally what put her in place.
Absolutely.
Dude. You knew. I sent you guys that video of Cuomo, right? Mm-hmm. When I was like, this is how bad it's getting. Even I think Andrew Cuomo finally he ate so much shit from Dave Smith on that.
Yeah, that
David Bett.
the Patrick David.
Patrick
joint.
David. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I was fucking fuck his name up.
It's so easy.
I know.
But that's why we fuck it up.
I'm not good with names. But he ate so much shit. I think he ate so much shit in that podcast that he started realizing he's like, all right, I can't get away with this no more. You know, I got to start doing something and actually start telling the truth.
Well, that's
Yeah.
the thing. That's who he signed with, right? Patrick Bet David. He signed to do like be a correspondent, right?
Yeah,
Didn't
he's
he-
going to be on his show.
He's going to be on his
'Cause
show, or he's like a correspondent
his main thing
or
is
whatever.
News Nation.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's going to be like a correspondent. Patrick Bet David's podcast, like here and there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. If somebody gives you the freedom to do, you know, if you have like that journalistic freedom,
Yeah.
maybe
one
you
thing
start realizing that
What I will say
you don't have to peddle what they, you know what I mean?
is that you saw a lot of conservative journalists
Yeah.
at the DNC. You didn't see a whole lot at the fucking RNC. The other way around.
No, you
Like
don't
a
see
lot
that.
of
They don't want to
DNC
hear
rhetoric.
it. They don't want to hear
They
that
have
shit.
nothing for it.
But they don't want
Right.
to hear it either. Like, it's like you don't want to. Because I mean, I don't know if you're gonna sit there and be like, "That's bullshit," or maybe you're afraid that somebody will change your mind, or maybe they'll
Yeah.
come out with some facts that you'll be like, "Ooh."
Because
You know what I'm
because
saying?
the entire democratic logic is based on feelings. It's not based on facts.
Yeah.
This is where that party has gone.
You're right.
Yeah.
It wasn't always like that.
Yeah, like that. I mean, her whole fucking acceptance speech was her talking about problems that she and Biden created.
Yeah.
So how are they going to fix them? I'm like, dude, you fucking kidding me?
Well, she
Yeah.
didn't create any problems. She did nothing. Remember?
Yeah, well, no.
Don't say
Right.
she did nothing
Yeah.
and then
She just,
let's say she created a problem.
Just didn't help anything.
No,
When she started talking
she
about the
was never-
housing crisis, I literally almost kicked the fucking TV. You know what I mean?
That's what they do to us.
You
though.
let in
They create
10
the
million
problems.
fucking illegal fucking migrants into it. And you wonder why there's a housing shortage?
Right.
I don't know. 10 million people got to go somewhere.
they gotta live
They
somewhere.
live somewhere. They got to
Yeah.
fucking get, and they're giving them money.
Yep.
It costed $40 billion. $40 billion to fucking, that's what's cost
take
us so
care
far.
of-
Meanwhile, we could have built that wall for $10 billion. Just saying.
Third of the price. Quarter of the price.
I
like
always
the
thought that was the craziest thing in the world, the whole fucking wall thing.
Yeah.
Mexico
Oh,
pay
it's
for
the
it.
dumbest thing. I still
Yeah.
believe in the moat.
The moat? I like the moat idea.
The moat idea is
The moat
better.
is hilarious.
How much? We gotta get a price on that. What's the price of the moat?
What's the price of the
Price
moat?
on the moat.
We could do it. We fucking come up with money out of thin air.
You just gotta dig
Well,
a hole, dude.
Dig,
We're
man.
good at that.
Right?
Good at that. in
We're good at
America.
that.
Coming up with money out of thin air, not even for our own country. That's the best part.
What-
We create it for other people. We just here's $100 billion to this country, and here's all the illegal immigrants coming. $40 billion. You're good. Here.
40 billion.
Here, stay in. We're gonna convert some of our schools in these big cities to house you guys and make some of the people that go to these schools homeschool. That's actually a real thing. That's happened in Chicago and New York, a couple of schools.
Oh my God.
They take the school, they kicking the kids out of the schools making them homeschool or go to another school so they can house. They have so many migrants.
Yeah.
They have to house them somewhere, and they don't have housing, so they're putting them in a couple schools.
Yeah.
You ever see there's a bunch of like
Wait till they write about this shit 50 years later.
it's fucking crazy.
The fall of America.
you know, like the TikTok journalists and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, they all fucking go around. Well, a couple of them have been going around Chicago, and like specifically, they want to talk to like people from the hood. You
Yeah.
know? They're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like this
Ain't
is
fucking with
insane. Like
that.
we're fucking like
Bro.
we have so many fucking problems here.
Yeah, they're like, they've seen the highest increase in illiteracy in poor cities, like
Yeah,
you know,
Baltimore.
Baltimore, fucking Chicago. In the last 4 years, has been the highest increase of illiteracy that they've seen in kids
Wow.
in however many years, right? And this lady was talking about it. She was like, "Make it make sense. Make it make sense how you're helping." Like, you know what I mean? Like the last 4 years of a Democratic administration
Yeah.
has helped that.
Well, it goes back to what a lot of I think a lot of black people are awakening up to, but also a lot still don't see, which is we were never a group of people that America really gave a fuck about. It's obvious. Look at the inner cities. Look at how nothing improves or anything like that.
Yeah.
So now what's happening is the politicians looked at us like, okay, at least they're good for a vote.
That's it.
And they can keep us in power. Now they're starting to awaken to see that, oh yeah, they haven't done anything for us in the last 50 years. And now this is how they talk, I'm imagining. Okay, now they're awakening. Now they might vote for a different party.
Mm-hmm.
So how do we continue to get that same vote and stay in power? Oh, let the migrants in, do everything for them, get their loyalty, and once again, you got to vote for the next however many years.
So how does that make sense? Like you said, spending $40 billion instead of getting their loyalty back. Like this is a prime example. Like Atlantic City is a prime example, right?
Yeah.
Marty Smalls is a fucking terrible mayor.
Awful.
Everybody knows it. He's super incompetent.
He's always been a piece of
but
shit.
he has built an army of loyal people by throwing them stupid ass fucking parties
Yep.
and being the super popular person in fucking Atlantic City. Everybody knows his name.
Right.
Everybody knows his name.
Oh, yeah.
So if that's on a ballot, you're gonna fucking pick it.
Yeah.
And now he's got criminal charges for abuse, and he's they're talking about there are easy fixes in Atlantic City. Like Atlantic City has become super unsafe. It's all that shit, and those are easy fixes. And even like infrastructure, like he's making them jump through hoops, which means he's making them pay them off to get those permits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is how Atlantic City has always been. This has
Always
always been the
been
problem
corrupt
with the
like this.
city.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
always
it's
been like you have to
fucking-
grease hands. It's not like I told
That's
you.
what I'm saying.
I told you the whole thing that went down with me in the like working in like
Yeah.
doing selling T-shirts to the fucking school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I had these people come in and fucking try to strong arm me and my partner. I was like, dude, I don't give a fuck. I'm not scared of any of you people. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right.
I'm not
Yeah.
scared of
Right.
a 70-year-old man telling me I can't do this.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Yeah.
But it's like
Yeah.
that's the way it has always worked.
Yeah.
That's what
You
I
know?
mean. But that's a just like you said. It's like a micro version of what's actually happening. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So you're just helping yourself. You're
And
not,
I will say the only reason it didn't affect me is because I was doing such small fucking peanuts anyway. Like it was just like a side business. For
Yeah,
me,
yeah, of course.
Right.
You know?
Right.
If this was
Hustle.
actually I would have had to fucking listen to this shit. This is my livelihood.
Of course.
And
Yeah.
I knew it was gonna get all fucked up. I would have had to listen to these
Yeah.
assholes.
Yeah.
Yep. Either
You know?
you have no choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you said, if you're a contractor in construction or whatever, and they're like,
we're
look,
talking
man,
serious money.
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thousands. You know what I mean? Well, you got to pay off this fucking dude, or you can't eat.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro. Like
It is. It's insane.
Atlantic
and they're
City-
like, they say like it's easy fixes, but
right. Atlantic City should look like fucking Avalon, dude.
100%.
Like seriously, it should be
Yeah.
the most beautiful shore town in the whole freaking New Jersey.
It should be Las Vegas
It's
on
no-
the beach.
but it's corrupt.
Right. It should be
It
Vegas.
should be
how
fucking
Vegas looks.
awesome.
Right.
It's corrupt though.
It should be the
It's-
Las
that's-
Vegas
that's-
Strip.
and how do we get out of it? It's been happening. I mean, Marty Small isn't the first.
Oh
fucking
no.
dude
No, no.
to be a
He's
corrupt
just
fucking
another
mayor.
in line. Like
That's what I'm saying.
he's
It's like
it's
how do
the
we?
same shit.
That dude Guardian for a minute, like he was doing some pretty cool
He
things.
was good, man.
You know, but he got. I mean, they used identity politics to get him out.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
So that's the thing. It's like no, like, and I understand. Like it's such an easy formula for them to do.
Yeah.
You know, you have a bunch of like very underprivileged black people living in a fucking city.
Yep.
And they see someone who looks like them, and he's like, "Yo, fuck these white motherfuckers. I ain't doing nothing for you." And they're like, "Yeah, they're not."
They're not. But
You know? And he actually was. That was the worst part. Was that he was
Yeah, he
actually
was-
the one who was doing something
Yep.
that was like,
That's
I
the
actually
thing.
want the city to be better.
Yep.
But he's like, I'm not doing anything for you either, but I'm black.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Right? Like
Right. Kamala.
but that's what I'm just saying. Like
shit.
it's what's happening in this grand scale is
Yeah.
is the same thing that's happening in fucking Atlantic
Dude,
City.
Atlantic City's such a small. Like if it's anything that could be fixed,
Yeah, it could be like that.
it's such
It
a
could be,
small
dude.
piece of shit. You know that is. It's like, dude, it's like having a fucked up shed that needs to be cleaned. You know, it's like the small. It's like, dude, I can handle
You
this.
can knock that out 2 days.
Just power wash the piss off of the fucking sidewalk and
Yeah.
you're good.
I mean, it's a very simple analogy.
Hey, but it's true.
The same, yeah.
They
but
like,
no.
they're easy fixes. Like, you know what I mean? That article I sent you guys,
Yeah.
I doubt you read it, but
I read it.
right?
I can't read good though.
But
read good.
but do you see what I'm saying? Like it's
fixable.
Yeah, and I don't know, man.
It's so
I feel like you
frustrating, dude.
you don't have to take such advantage of shit, but money, man.
That's what people
It's the
do,
root of
man.
all evil, man.
Look
It
at our
really is.
CRDA. Like this, I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. We have an entire, like, pretty much like, the fuck's it called? Like an administrate, like I guess it'd be like administrate, some kind of like department, I guess.
Yeah.
CRDA, the Casino Redevelopment Administration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. What have they done?
Yeah, there's a lot of
They
talk
take
about
all that.
There's
They
lot of
take
talk
a shit
about
tons of money. They've so far they've built a skate park on Sovereign Ave. That's it.
that. Yeah,
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. That's the only thing I've heard of that they've fucking done. And I'm
Yeah.
sure they've done more. I'm just
Right.
a little,
Yeah.
probably very ignorant on this.
Yeah.
But
at the same
that's the
time,
one that you've heard of. You should have
how
heard
much
of
money
tons.
are they?
Right.
How much
Tons
money
of
is being
shit.
allocated to
Yeah.
them, and how much money is actually being used to better the town?
Right.
Because I don't see shit.
No, man.
A
There's
skate
so
park
many-
was
Me
cool,
neither,
I
bro.
guess. A skate park's cool. And I love the fact that they built a skate park.
Yeah,
It's
no,
I
that's
mean,
cool. That's
little
a good
things like
start.
that.
Like-
That's what I'm saying. Little things like that help.
But
You know
like
what I mean? Like basketball courts.
the whole thing
fucking-
with Bader Field being turned into a fucking indie, like a indie or not.
that shit
yeah.
got shot down. It's a racetrack, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But
But
that
it was
shit got
for,
shot down too, right?
It was
Yeah.
for Indy cars,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like that fucking, and that's international money.
Well, that was I looked that up. The way what a deceptively written article. So it really is like because the headline is like IndyCar track at Bader Field. It's going to be an IndyCar style design track,
Oh God,
but they can't have. It's not going to actually be F1 like Formula
Formula
1.
One. That's what I was thinking.
It's
of.
not.
Formula One. Okay.
It's like design, and then they're going to have other type of vehicles racing there. I can look up the article again, but I remember reading. I was like, oh, so this is not actually F1. No, it's not.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's
That's
not.
fucking stupid.
It
then.
could be. Like,
It could.
why?
Why wouldn't it be? Why
wouldn't
wouldn't
it
you
be?
go after that international money?
fucking
Dude, do you
money.
see- did you
you
see
have
what
to
that did to
bring
Vegas?
shit here. It can't just be. You can't just have slot houses in the middle of the fucking.
Right.
Like you said, the middle of the beach on the East Coast. You got to do other things. You know what I mean? Like a skate park school, water park
Yeah.
school.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
you got to have shit like shit that nobody else has. Like,
Right.
why not? Like, I don't understand. Like, you can't get this. You could probably get those companies, Mercedes and all that, that do Formula
Right.
One, to just be like, yo, help me
Yeah.
fucking build this shit.
Right. I mean, we're in the area where
We
I
have
don't know,
hotels
there's
for people to stay.
millions
you know what
of
I mean?
people within driving distance.
That's what I'm
of Atlantic
saying.
City that
You have
drive
you're
down
in the
here.
tri-state area. You're like fucking. You're still here. Like it's something that nobody has. Like
We didn't get any of the we didn't get any of the beach concerts this
Yeah,
year.
all that shit was canceled. All of them.
everything.
Fucking air show was canceled this
Air
year.
show. It's like,
Is there a reason?
Marty Smalls.
So he wasn't getting
I don't know.
paid. I'm
was
serious
some- it
though.
was
like
some-
what? He wasn't getting no fucking handout
the
for
air
it.
show,
Like,
I think the air show had something like people were trying to shit on Marty for that and like blame Marty for that. I heard some rebuttals. I don't know the truth. That's the thing. It's like I really
yeah.
don't know the truth about it.
but he's in the middle of fucking litigation too. So
But
it's like,
the fact is,
Yeah.
this entire nothing happened big this entire summer. So we didn't get any concerts.
No.
We got nothing.
No.
The entertainment has left this fucking. This,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and
that's
and
it.
the, and the casino still did okay.
Yeah.
Of course they did. They have
For all
online
the
gaming.
entertainment.
Dude, online
That's
gaming
what I'm
and sports
saying.
betting.
It's online gaming and sports betting.
You know
is
what
fucking,
saves us though is the surrounding shore towns, and we still have a beach.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like that's the thing
of
that
course.
people still come down for.
But damn, make it fucking.
that's what I'm saying. It shouldn't just be
Awesome,
like,
you know what I mean?
oh, we're
Like-
barely hanging on because we have a beach. It should be like, oh, they have all this shit and they have a beach. It shouldn't be like, you know what I
It
mean?
should
Like,
be
it's-
everything. You should those casinos should be at 90% capacity all
Yeah.
year round.
Bro, it blows my mind. Like the open space next to ocean, like those open lots that are ocean front, beachfront lots with nothing on them. I'm like, this
That says everything.
It's insane.
Yes, but if you were a billionaire, would you invest in a
Not
in,
after
in a
I-
in a high end hotel in Atlantic City or
Not
a
right
high
there.
end
Not
anything?
after I learned about that area. No, I
that's what I'm
wouldn't.
saying. Like you need somebody to fucking that wants to clean that shit up and wants to
Yeah.
make it safe for people.
We need what happened in Asbury to happen here.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
Yeah.
You need something like that to happen. You need some kind of people to be like, listen, we have a vision, but you also need an administration in that town that's like, yes, we need to do something.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and this is what I'm saying. Like, dude, fuck Democrats, fuck fucking Republicans.
No, this is
I
a
got an idea.
bipartisan- yeah.
How about you fucking vote in some fucking independents who don't give a shit about anything but cleaning that fucking city up and making it
Exactly.
good.
But then that's the idea that makes sense. But then there's a lot of lost money because the corruption disappears.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
And that's
saying.
like how. That's the question. Like,
How do you get rid of that?
how do you do that? And I don't know. I don't know how you
Punch him in the
convince
dick.
somebody to say that's the temporary.
You elect Ken Chaba Kelly.
I would really like
Think
to
about
run
it.
some shit,
If
but I
they-
just can't. I can't. I know I'm not going to be able to do. I gotta get super wealthy before I do that.
But this is what I'm saying.
Like,
What like how does not like the betterment of Atlantic City help you too, even if you were corrupt?
Well, because it slows down the pace at which you can personally ascend.
Yeah,
in
but you
terms
could
of
be a
finance.
mayor for fucking ever, can't you? There's no
Right.
fucking term limit for that shit.
But there's probably
Is there?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is there?
actually. I'm not sure.
I think
Still,
there
but
is.
if you surround yourself with the right people, like, you can keep that shit going. But how does it not benefit if
it does. It's
if
just
the city was
it's a
if the city was
longer-term thing.
wealthier,
You need.
you
I'm
would
sorry. All
benefit
right,
from
listen,
that
But
too.
they want it immediately, dude. That's the problem.
You got to go back. If you really want to make things good, you have to kind of go back in time and look at how people did it back then, right?
Mm-hmm.
So back then, there was a reason why the only people who could vote were fucking landowners,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
There was a reason because of that. You know, it was
Mm-hmm.
because these are the people who only have an interest in making this good.
Right.
And like whether you agree with it or not, it works.
Right, right,
You
right.
know,
right,
I don't
right.
give a fuck what you say because these people have an interest to keep things booming in that
Safe.
town.
Yeah,
because it makes
exactly.
their property value go up.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
so
what-
that's who you need to get. You need to get people who own property in Atlantic City together,
Yeah.
collectively, have them come together and fucking collectively be like, hey. This is what we need to do,
Yeah.
and then they need to start control. Those are the people who need to start running.
It incentivizes
office.
It incentivizes everyone.
Yes.
Something
Right.
that incentivizes everyone.
Right.
And
And
like I
you
said,
need
all of
politicians.
our tax money, we're fucked. We're never gonna get a fucking governor that gives us money. They're gonna keep that shit in North Jersey, whatever. That shit has to be it has to start local at least. And
And you need people pretty much like you need like it's I'm gonna use Trump as an example, but you need people like him. I'm not saying like him like personally, I'm saying like him financially who are business owners who have a lot of fucking shit, you know,
Yeah.
who are just like Rand Paul or was it Ron Paul? Ron Paul.
Ron Paul.
Was similar.
Yeah.
You know, so is Perot, Ross Perot.
Yeah.
These people who were super successful in the private sector
Yeah.
to come in and be like, you need to run it like this because if you don't, you're gonna fuck it all up.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
that's the problem. Is that we have people who are just career politicians running this shit,
Career politicians are the
spending
worst.
other
Yeah,
people's
you're right.
money.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're just spending money that's not theirs. That's all they
Exact-
fucking do.
right,
Because
exactly.
they're not successful
don't
in
care.
anything.
No.
Right.
They're successful in tricking people into thinking that they're gonna do something.
That's it.
that's it.
These people were successful in building.
They're panderers.
So, and like I said, that's why I like to use Trump as an example because he's not a career politician. He's gonna fucking
Right.
if he wins this next 4 years, he's gonna get out of office and be like, all right, I'm going back to fucking doing
Being
the
a
apprentice,
billionaire. Yeah.
you know,
Doing
or
Apprentice.
whatever. You know what I mean,
How can I
but
get
that's
more
what I'm
famous?
saying. Like, he
I haven't
was-
finished the interview with Theo Vaughn. He did an interview.
Oh
with
yeah,
Theo
yeah. It was
Vaughn.
kind
I haven't
of
finished.
it was good, but it was also like there's some pretty funny like tidbits in it.
Yeah.
Because it was like I like when it veered off of politics.
Yeah.
And it was like, you know, he was like, like Trump's
Started
like,
talking about cocaine.
Like, yeah, he's like, what's it like? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's like genuinely interested in Theo Vaughn for a second.
Yeah,
like, it
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
like, you know, I gotta, you know,
Well, he grew up-
pander to these people. I gotta
That's
do this.
cool,
I
yeah.
gotta do that.
It
like,
shows his human side.
Right.
You know,
that's
like,
what I'm saying. He
like,
should do
yeah.
all the fucking
You
podcasts.
really should.
You know what I mean? You and this fucking ding. But you know, like now having RFK drop out and fucking
Oh yeah,
endorse him
Trump
and
now. Yeah, that's
I mean, if he makes him the health minister,
yeah, great.
that's gonna be really good.
gonna be
Because there's
fantastic.
gonna be a lot of shit that gets exposed. You're not gonna have a sick person as our fucking
need-
health minister.
I just well, I agree with you. I agree with you to a certain point
Should I
because
take that out?
no,
No.
well, I think you should, but I don't care. It's your life.
It's your life.
your life.
It's
Our
my
podcast.
my basement, your life.
I'm gonna put it down just in case.
Just you can watch it in context and be like,
I will.
yeah, I don't have to say that. You don't have to say that for people to know. But it's things like it's things like that, like we talked about before, like our benefits, how when our benefits changed. Remember after 2020, our benefits went through a lot of changes.
Okay.
And one of them was not still not covering infertility treatments, but covering sex changes.
Oh my god.
Wow. Sorry, bro.
Man,
I'm sorry. That's insane, though.
I've told you that before.
I don't remember hearing that. That's
Well,
wild.
That's our benefits.
That's an elective surgery.
That's an elective surgery.
100%.
Yeah.
But the other side will say, no, it's not elective.
Not elective.
That's how they feel.
No,
and,
and then
that's
fertility
mandatory.
treatments are fucking. No, you're on your own.
Yeah, go. You can't have kids. Go fuck yourself. Like, but you want to change your sex? Oh yeah,
That's okay.
It's cool.
Yeah,
Chop your dick off. It's fun.
I'll
chop your titties off,
Good
dick
times.
off, whatever.
trending.
That's fucking dude. That's insane.
And that's where I,
man.
Yeah, I'm
that's
sure
where I
that-
have a problem. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I wouldn't go as far as,
I wouldn't go
but
as
it's
far as
fucking weird,
Mr. Balls.
She's sick.
Mr. Balls. She's, yeah. I just whatever,
Yeah, and I
man.
mean,
and it's
I-
fucking
you know.
crazy to me, like that you could do that.
She
Like,
come, dude.
I wish-
All I'm saying is, you see that person come on fucking TV, and I'm like, wait, I gotta take this serious.
And here's the problem.
Yeah,
I'm supposed to take this serious.
yeah.
So many people think that, but they're scared to say it.
Fuck that,
That's me.
dude.
They're scared to say it. That's the problem. The people that are scared to say it aren't speaking up. So it makes it seem like people don't have a problem with it. It's like, guys, speak the fuck up. This is insane. What we're watching is insane.
Yeah. And when I say like she's mentally ill, I'm
Yeah,
not saying
just
that in a
talking about-
disparaging way. It's an actual,
No,
it's
it's
a
a mental
fucking
illness.
fact. It's
Yeah,
a mental
yeah.
illness. You
It's-
have gender dysphoria.
Yeah.
There's an actual term for
Yeah.
it. There's
Yes.
a medical term for it.
Yes.
You're mentally ill. Dude, I'm fucking mentally ill.
So
So
am I.
I'm not even fucking saying, whatever. I'm just disparaging myself, I guess. So, fuck off.
You
Self-disparagement.
fucking weirdo.
Yeah. Like,
You want another beer,
yeah,
weirdo?
yeah.
Absolutely.
You fucking feed my mental illness.
Yeah.
But seriously, man, it's like, how do
No,
you take
it-
that person seriously?
Dude, just looking at the person and you're like, wait, what is that?
Yeah.
Like, you're like, I shouldn't have to try to decipher what you are when I'm supposed to be listening to your message.
An
I'm sorry.
overweight man dressed as a woman is
Yeah.
telling me about my health.
Yeah.
Sorry, not gonna
That's
listen
what I'm
to you.
saying. When they write about this shit years later,
Do you trust?
Yeah,
Do you
the
trust a
history
fat
books.
personal trainer?
of course not.
No.
It's the same. Right. It's the same thing.
You don't. You just
The
don't.
same
You're like,
thing.
wait a minute. I don't get it. Why aren't you?
Yeah, right. Why are you not following all these
Why don't
things?
you? Why didn't you do it?
Yeah.
Why aren't you doing these things that you're telling me to do?
Bro.
You just don't want to.
Practice what you preach.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
No, but it is. No, yeah, I want to touch on that too. What you said is like, because I want that to be clear, is that
Don't get me canceled.
Put it in layman's.
Make sure I
No,
don't get canceled,
like-
Kenny.
mental. It is a mental illness, but that's not disparaging to.
No.
And I know people say, "Well, how can you say telling me I have a mental illness is not disparaging to me?" Because you can be of sound mind in so many other places.
Yeah.
And be very intelligent, very smart, you can have good character. You can be a good person and be mentally ill. You
Yeah,
just
yeah.
have a certain way that you think about a certain part of yourself that's off, and that's okay. We're human. We all have things about us that's maybe a little off, but that doesn't mean you're a bad person.
No.
We're just saying that
You need help.
you need a little help in this area. And it is fucking weird to have, first off, you're overweight, number one, and you're director of health, number one. That's actually more important. Like, you're fat.
Is it director of health or is it? I don't know. I thought it was like the
minister or some
health
shit.
Yes, health minister.
I don't know what
shouldn't be-
position
I just didn't know
that
if some of
is.
you guys, if you know.
But then you got like,
Look
you
her
know, you got the overweight, and then you are also, we look at you and we're like,
Trans.
we're like, yeah, what
Say trans.
are you? You're trans. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. But like, it just,
But I don't want to sound like needing help is like a reverse thing. Like
what do you mean?
Like when you say okay, I'm not saying that you think this, but I'm saying like I don't want people to think that we're saying that because you need help in this mental illness you have. I don't necessarily mean you need to reverse your train of thought.
Okay.
You just need help in dealing with how you feel,
Yeah.
Fair.
right?
Yeah, no one's,
Fair.
yeah, no one's,
100%
yeah,
fair.
no one's being
Yep.
like, you're a fucking boy, so you have to be a fucking boy. Like, dude,
Yeah.
do whatever. You're a fucking grown
Do
man.
whatever
Right.
you want.
You're a grown adult.
Right.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Do whatever makes you happy.
Yep.
The problem with it, and I think the majority of people what they have a problem with is that they're now trying to push this ideology onto everyone else into being like, no, you have to think that person's a woman
Right.
That's what I'm
or
saying.
that
Right.
person's a man.
It's
You
that.
have to think that because if you don't, you're a bigot.
Right.
And, like,
And it's like, it's like,
all right, all right.
right.
Yeah.
And here's the,
Like it got to that point too. Like if
did.
you weren't attracted to a trans
yeah,
woman,
you're transphobic.
you're transphobic.
And we're
That's
not even going to
crazy.
get into the fact that that's not even the right term. That means we're scared.
Scared.
But
I ain't scared of that.
which we don't hate the right. I mean,
It's okay.
yeah, like yeah.
But
If I'm
that's-
interested in women, I don't want to have sex with a trans person. Why is that not okay to say? Why is that so bad though? This is how
But this is you feel like that's bad to say. I
And it's-
do, and I don't know where that comes from because I
it's
don't.
conditioning.
That's what I'm saying. I'm starting to be conditioned myself. Like I'm like, what the fuck?
We're not immune to it. We live in this country.
We're not immune to it,
We
exactly.
and you gotta like fight. You gotta rage against the machine, like literally. It's like the machine is telling you to think this, feel this, and you're like, if you're not like vigilant about guarding your fucking thoughts and shit, you're like, damn, I said that and I feel bad. Why do I feel bad?
Why do I feel
That's
bad
like-
about thinking?
hold on, wait,
that?
that's common sense,
That's
right?
what I'm saying. Like I feel bad about thinking.
That's how powerful the messaging is with this shit, bro.
I feel bad about thinking that.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy.
And like here's the issue I think trans people should have. The same issue that black people should have with this whole DEI shit. Here's the problem.
Coming from the podcast's DEI guy.
Facts. Right. So you really should listen then.
Listen up.
This has never been more valid. Okay.
Our affirmative action hire.
This is rooted in experience. Rooted in experience.
Guys, just so you know, they only hired me because I'm black.
You were the only
No.
you were the only person who applied. So.
Thank I'm so thankful to you guys. Thank you.
It's the only application we got. Oh man.
Oh my God. So
Great.
the issue is when you hire a person that's trans or black or whatever, it is not a white male, right? Because this DEI shit has gotten so out of control, here's what's fucked up. A lot of people, their first thought isn't going to be, oh, this trans person is qualified. They're going to think, oh, that's a DEI hire. And that's what's fucked up for for the trans community because
Even if they're super qualified.
Yeah.
right, that's what I'm saying.
That's the fucked up part.
People are going to automatically assume because this DEI shit has been pushed so hard on us that we know, and there's been proof that they've hired people not based on merit, but
Yeah.
based on the qualifications that they meet for the whole DEI criteria. So don't you want to feel like I wouldn't, if I'm trans, I don't want to be fucking hired just like as I'm black. I don't want to be hired because
You want to
I'm
feel
black.
like you earned it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
don't
as
feel
we
like-
look at that, we look at the health minister as a kook because it's like she looks crazy as hell. And it's like this person might be really super intelligent and may actually be qualified for the job and know all the shit about health. But number one, you don't look like it. You know about health in terms of your weight. And now you're trans, and you're not even like, let's be fucking honest,
Mentally
You're not
healthy.
even a good trans.
No.
You look like shit. You still look like a dude that's fat that tried to be a woman.
Somebody's gonna burn my house down.
They don't know the address.
Not yet.
You don't know this basement.
But like, that's the problem though. Is like if the DEI shit wasn't so crazy and pushed so hard, there wouldn't be like this automatic disqualification of, oh, is a trans? Oh yeah, they just hired her because she's trans.
It's also the
It's
forcing.
fucked up, man.
It's also the
I feel
forcing of
bad.
things. Like
The what of things?
The forcing of things. Like the community is very impatient.
Yeah.
You don't let the rest of the world catch up. You're forcing
Right.
these ideologies on people. And
How do you think this is gonna work out?
and
Forcing
like I
shit.
said, it's starting to work because sometimes I fucking feel bad
Yeah.
about having like a second thought about any of it.
Yeah.
Listen, man. I'm gonna tell you something.
I love this podcast. This podcast is fucking going hard, yo.
Bro,
This is not the way.
I know you're not surprised we're not famous, but I am. Okay.
I am too.
I am really surprised. It's got like, I'm not. But I am.
Yeah,
Because we talk about real shit. We're real people.
Yeah.
We don't fucking, we're not hiding. We're in the
Yeah.
public. You can fucking come check us out
Yeah.
where we work.
Now, Scott,
I'm not going to tell you where
hit
we
us
work.
with your incendiary.
Here we go.
So I understand. I understand like this whole what you were talking about, the forcing of like this ideology on people.
Yes.
All it creates
It's hate.
is hate. Yes.
Yes.
It's hate.
Yes.
Yeah.
I find
That's
myself
forcing-
getting angry about
Yeah.
shit.
You
like,
fucking like. I'm at to the point now. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm telling the truth. I'm saying what I fucking think.
Exactly,
at this
but,
point.
you know, like,
if you don't fucking like it, I don't fucking care.
I
But
shouldn't-
You don't care what I think.
I shouldn't be mad at Disney movies. You know what I mean?
I just don't watch them.
Bro.
I just don't watch them, and that sucks.
It's so crazy. It's like Disney was the best shit ever.
Yeah.
Dude, Star Wars.
You ever watch fucking what was it with Ichabod Crane? The fucking
Sleepy Hollow?
Sleepy Hollow.
Sleepy Hollow,
That
yeah.
old
Yeah.
Sleepy Hollow movie. That was like one of my favorite Disney movies.
Dude, there's so
ever when I was
many
a
of
kid.
them.
Yeah.
The cartoons.
Yes.
All those cartoons were the fucking shit. Finding Nemo, fucking awesome.
Finding Nemo was
Great
the
fucking
shit.
movie.
My uncle killed my daddy, make me feel some kind of way.
I'm a lost ass fish. Fish.
Fish.
Hip hop Disney. Coming at you.
That dude is the
that's-
best.
I woke up on a magic carpet. Aladdin.
And that is ruined. Isn't that
It
crazy?
really is, and it's not like it shouldn't be because like I feel like it should be a non-issue. These are fictional characters. Who cares if
But you
she's
can-
black?
you
like
can feel the
who
forcing
gives a-
of it.
Dude.
That's what
That's
I'm
the
saying.
problem.
You feel that
Feel
fucking
the forcing
and
of
it's
it.
like
Pause.
you feel the force. Pause.
Pause. What is? Can someone explain to me what pause means, please?
It's ridiculous.
It means you have
really-
to stop, take a breath, because you might be gay.
It's like if you say something that could sound. It's really immature. Let me put
Is
it
it
out
like
there.
is it like
course.
no homo?
Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly what
okay.
it is. It's the
It's
same
exactly.
shit.
It's
You can't say
exactly
no homo
the
now,
same
so we
thing.
say pause?
You say
But
pause.
like New York,
Not doing
all of
that.
a sudden, like
you have to pause when you make a gay statement. Scott.
Listen, I'm not gonna say pause. I'm just gonna keep saying no homo because it's funnier.
yeah,
Lonely
choose.
Island had a
No
whole
homo.
song. Remember?
it's
They
like
were like,
had
"No
a-
homo."
It's been around
Everything
for
they said.
years, but it's like got a revival in the last 3-4 years.
That's because
like,
it is because of the It Is What It Is podcast.
I was just about to say, it's
Fucking
Cameron and Mace's
Cameron and
podcast. Cameron is so
It's
ridiculous.
the greatest
with it, yeah.
duo I think fucking media has ever
It
produced.
really, dude, it's actually genius
It is genius.
because they literally just talk about sports and just pop culture,
Anything.
anything,
Just like we do. We talk about
the
anything.
same way you would talk about it like with your boys in the barbershop.
Okay.
or
That's what we
anywhere.
do. Same thing we
Like,
do.
they talk right.
Why are we not famous? Because I didn't make
Well, they-
fucking
they-
songs with Diddy and
yes,
fucking
that's
90s.
why.
Fuck
Exactly why.
that.
'Cause
They're
you can go,
already famous.
Or
Yeah.
make
By the way, Cam, my car was broken into and somebody stole your CD.
put us on,
Put us on.
bruh.
Cam seems cool enough that he was like, if he found out and watched this, he would probably fuck and like it would bring us on.
Lo-
He seems like him and Mace seem
loyalties
like
and
that.
royalties.
Maybe I'll email him Cameron@gmail.com. See if he took that one up.
Yeah.
You never know.
Cameron Giles, that's his name.
That's hilarious. But
But yeah, man, fuck these fucking people, bro. Fuck them trying to make us feel like common
That's what I'm
sense
saying.
is weird.
This
It's
is why
weird.
Racist
Jesus.
or is
Timestamp.
xenophobic or any of that shit, bro. Like I'm not rolling with that shit, man. Like it's just it's insane. Like we gotta call out the insane shit. and not be like, oh, well, if I say it's insane, well, they're gonna make me. Who's they? And what are they gonna do to you?
But that's the thing.
These
Another
blue-haired fat motherfuckers. They're gonna do something to you. That's what the people that they're scared of.
we're like 5 years away from being blue hair.
Huh?
Huh?
We're gonna be 50. 5 years. 50.
Oh, dude,
We get to that
that's
blue
the
hair.
old women do that shit, dude. You don't see old men with blue hair.
Yeah.
Oh, blue hair. I thought you meant like, you know, you used to call old people blue hairs.
Nah, the
yeah,
fucking
but they're old men.
I thought you meant
I'm
old
talking
people.
about
I thought you were
the
talking about
I'm talking about the
extreme.
extreme leftist, fat,
Yes.
blue-haired, super liberal, fucking all that shit.
Screaming about everything.
But it's like by their own logic, they go against. You know what I mean? By their own logic, you go against everything that you're spitting out.
Dude, logic is implosive.
Yes,
Exactly.
That's what I'm.
That's what happens.
See, like you're better at saying it.
Sometimes.
I feel it when you say it.
Sometimes.
You might not be able to read good, but you can talk good.
My articulation is not great sometimes. Let me tell you.
Articulation. See? Look at you. You're on a
I
roll.
didn't even know that was a word. I don't think I've ever said articulation in my life.
I need to start
Right?
taking Alpha Brain.
Yo,
Or just eating mushrooms.
I have that at the house.
Eating
too.
mushrooms, yes. Alpha Brain, I tried it.
Yeah.
Didn't do anything. I did it for 3 months. I gave it 90 days.
Damn, straight every day.
And doing every day. I
Oh,
put it
wow.
in with my vitamins.
That's
every
a
day.
valid like time to try.
I gave it
something,
90.
too.
I
Yeah.
always give something natural 90 days, and it didn't do
It-
fucking
really?
shit. Yeah. it didn't do-
Joe.
Still
fucking
fucking
thing.
stupid, huh?
Come on, Joe. You're pushing it.
Well, he
He's like,
owns
I know.
on it.
I
Like,
know. He has to. But
He
I'm
has
so
to
used
push
to
it.
Joe like not pushing anything that's bullshit that anytime like I hear that but he's still the best fucking. You get
I
you get a
love him.
pass, Joe.
I love him. I don't give a fuck what
No,
anybody says. Some
me
people
neither.
hate him. I love that motherfucker,
Dude,
man.
I'm the one
ever
of the
since
biggest
ever since I
fans of
served
Joe
him a
Rogan.
Diet Coke.
Did you really? Oh yeah.
Yeah. At
Where?
where we work.
How long ago
he
was
was
this?
performing. This is a long time
Yeah.
ago. I want to say this is like 2006.
Damn.
Yeah.
Holy shit, this is before he's famous.
I was about to say this is before he was.
But I knew who he was.
That's
That was the
that's
Fear
right
Factor
after
days.
Fear Factor.
Yeah, yeah,
That was the
yeah,
Fear
yeah,
Factor
yeah.
days. I knew who
I'm
he
talking
was.
like mega famous like he is now.
Oh,
Like, he was
he's a
still
fucking
kinda like
he wouldn't even need me for it.
Dreaming.
He's dreaming. He's on brim.
fucking doing it.
for you.
Running.
He's running.
Yeah, he's out. Look at him.
He's catching something.
Nah, he's catching the Joe Rogan Holy Ghost. We talk about Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan, Holy Ghost. That's crazy.
Dude, I mean, and everybody acts like, I hate that they try to downplay, like whenever you say, you know, oh, I was watching Rogan the other day, and now
Yeah.
that's a fucking
Well,
stupid thing to say because,
Bro,
and I'm like,
everybody
my
that
man
says
is
that can
my man is
fuck off.
super logical.
it doesn't. No
Jeez.
no one's fooled by it. No one's
Right.
fooled by their tactics anymore.
That's what I'm saying.
And
like
it's the people
it's-
that people that say that have never actually listened to it.
No, they don't-
Go off
they
the
don't listen.
talking points or
no,
whatever.
and that's what they say.
bullshit.
I'll never listen. I'd never listen to that podcast.
Okay.
What authority are you on
Right.
fucking Joe Rogan?
Right.
I'm not an authority on Joe Rogan, but I listen to his shit and he sounds pretty fucking
The
like,
dude is
Makes a lot of
so
sense.
fucking smart, dude.
Logical.
He
That's
acts like
it.
he's not. He's very smart. He's very understanding. He listens. He asks great questions. He's very open minded. He's very curious. But what do you want from a person that's interviewing everybody on the fucking planet?
And he gives pushback on like
He
people.
does
Like, if he
give
doesn't agree
pushback.
with you, he
He'll
push
give-
back. He's like,
he
yeah,
will.
okay, but he does it in a very respectable
Yep.
way. You know?
dude, it's just a conversation. You're not gonna fight.
No, it's like, and that's the problem. Is like there's no open dialogue with people anymore.
Right.
It's screaming. So like I love Charlie Kirk because he goes to like
Yeah, I've watched a little bit of.
he
Charlie
goes
Kirk,
to like all these campuses and like especially like these very liberal fucking colleges
Yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. And he's like, listen,
Remember, they're kids. They're very impressionable, and they're way
and they're very emotional.
They're way more immature than we were in our college years. That's it's just a fact.
Yes.
Like there's no fucking denying it. Like
None of us-
these
first of all-
motherfuckers are very, very impressionable.
Let's be real. When I was their age, I didn't give a fuck about politics.
No, I
At
still,
all. At all.
I still don't give a fuck about
Right.
politics.
So imagine.
And now it's
20 years ago.
and now
right?
it's affecting me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's affecting my financial situation. It's affecting my
That's when I started getting into
my
it.
life. You know what I mean?
Somewhat.
It gets real
but,
to you then.
But
Yeah.
it gets it gets
Yeah.
real. It becomes personal. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
You know, I have these people who are deciding whether or not I fucking pay shit tons more money out
Yeah.
to a fucking government that's doing nothing for me.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
and
Yeah.
you start to question everything. You're like, you know what I mean? And there's simple questions. You're like, what is this for? Where is this going?
Yeah.
Where is
Yeah.
my money going? Like what? You know what I mean?
Oh, it's going to these people over here in Europe.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like right here in Egg Harbor Township, right? Our taxes shot up after COVID, right? They're going up every year. They pretty much do, right? But they're laying off a massive amount of fucking teachers.
So where's the money going?
Where's the money go?
right.
Because it says if you look at your tax, like
It breaks it down.
it's like 80% of it goes to fucking the school district. I don't even have fucking kids. Supposedly, yeah. But you're laying off, and you're laying off a bunch of fucking teachers. So what are we doing?
Here's to kind of piggyback off that. Here's the danger in being lied to so often by your own government.
You'll never believe anything.
I don't believe a fucking thing,
Exactly.
and that's bad too.
Yeah.
because there might be some truth that I just dismissed and I needed to know it, but because they've shown me that they lie 98% of the time, that 2% of the time where they tell the truth, I don't believe that either. And it might
it's the old-
have needed to be something that I believed, and it's like when they say 80% is going to the school district, but they're laying off. No, it obviously is not. Like, you guys are lying. Everybody's fucking lying.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know what. I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's that's actually a mental. It's like we're being mentally abused by our own fucking country that we live in.
Of course.
Oh, we definitely are.
You know what I'm saying? Like
course.
just fake catastrophe after another one to get us all hyped, tense every day you're working. You don't even know your shoulders are up and shit because everything and then you're like, oh shit, I've been stressed out about. It's everything. Everything we're being told, we're being shown, and some of it's true, some of it's not, but it's all bad. It's so crazy. You think about like what if you watch any news, even the news that we think we might have found that's like independent, like I fuck with Breaking Points because they've always been since they began seeming to be pretty just straightforward and giving you the facts.
Yeah.
And Crystal is Democrat. She leans more Democrat. Sagar is more right leaning, and they started filming when they go at it about things. They'll film their debates with each other,
Yeah.
which is
Mhm.
dope.
They should.
I love that.
Yeah.
But the problem is everything is bad. All the news is bad news,
Yeah.
dude. I'm like, yo, is there anything? There's got to be good shit happening.
He just reminded me of, remember True Lies?
True
With
lies,
that.
God
Yeah.
damn.
Arnold- She was like, have you killed people, Harry? He was like, yeah, but they were all bad. It was
Yeah,
like,
but they were all bad.
he had the truth serum.
Yep.
He's like, yeah, but they were all bad. The way he said it, it's just like they deserve to die.
That was a good movie.
It was great. It was fucking
Get to
funny.
the chopper.
It was funny.
Get
Yeah.
to the chopper.
To the chopper. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like we're at a point where you have to figure out a way to just be okay with being mentally abused.
Well, you got to be stronger than that.
I
You got
know,
to you got to
it's like-
stay informed, which I don't, but you got to stay informed and you got to fucking live the best life you can. I mean, it's
I'm like you. I'm just like at this point. I'm just at the point where I'm like, I don't believe anything you guys say.
no, yeah.
Like,
I'm like,
You
I don't
can't.
fucking care what you fucking say.
Yeah.
I don't fucking believe it.
You
I don't
can't.
believe that you're gonna fucking work for me.
I'm
I don't
go-
believe you're gonna do anything. So
I'm gonna believe no matter who becomes president, they don't tax tipped employees.
that's it.
Yeah, right?
I'm gonna choose to believe that mental abuse. That's like bringing me flowers after beating the shit out of me.
Imagine if that actually went down. That would be kind of.
That'd be fucking the
It's
shit,
fun,
dude.
It's fun to just fantasize. For
Yeah,
a
you
little bit.
fantasize about that.
Like-
They'll never cut taxes. Like, God forbid.
Yeah.
No.
I just.
They talked about the amount of money they would lose. It was like I forget exactly what it was. Like, I
With
think
tipped
10
employees,
Yeah, I think it was like 10 billion.
doesn't matter, Scott.
year.
They just print it. They just print more.
I know, but it's still
Give us the
tax
illusion.
revenue though.
You know
They
what I'm
would say
saying?
love.
If we're in the simulation, keep us happy.
Hey man,
It's like, yeah, 10 billion. Like, where, you guys got that easy.
Easy.
You give other countries 100, easy. One bill. Beep, there you go.
that's our wall right
Just
there.
wire
That's
it.
our moat.
That's 10 walls.
Our moat.
That's our
That's
moat.
10 wall. That's 5 walls and
I
8
want
moats.
the moat. Oh my god,
With fucking reptiles.
a moat. That would be fucking
We're predatory.
was the
Predatory
fucking
reptiles.
predatory
That
reptiles.
is- oh my god, that's hilarious, dude.
I don't know, man. It's just
Hey, you know what about the
So
about
disheartening.
that, like the illegal immigration crisis, because that's what it is.
yeah.
I feel bad for the people who have spent, because I think it's like $20K all in all to legally
sometimes
migrate
more
here.
than that.
Okay,
To legally
legally
migrate.
migrate here. I just feel so bad for those people, dude.
Yeah.
Like I just
Yeah, somebody that wants to actually make something of themselves and fucking, like
I'm not
take
saying-
advantage of the opportunity that you have in America. I get it. You know what I mean?
right.
But
And I'm not saying that a lot of the people that come over here illegally don't want to make something of
Yeah.
themselves either. But it's just like it just is it's so fucked for the people that it took 5 years and all this paperwork and these interviews and this trip and these flights and all this shit to be able to finally have that American citizenship. And now you got motherfuckers who are just like, scoop. And now they're getting housing, money, cell
yeah, but you
phones.
said it last time. Like every country has borders. Why is that word so demonized by Democrats?
Because they need the votes.
Yeah.
At the end of the
And
day,
they
that's
have
why.
all these
That was the
fucking
whole
idiots
plan.
fucking tricked into thinking, like all these moron fucking kids and fucking these super liberal fucking douchebags who have everything they've ever fucking needed. Sitting there like
Acting like they have any
they're
idea.
humans.
Acting like they have any idea.
You know what?
Word?
You know what show?
Go drive through Kensington. Are they not human?
Right,
Because those are the motherfuckers who live here.
right. You know what?
Help them.
Yep.
Help them first.
The zombies that are fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. It's just
You don't
fucking-
care about them.
No,
No.
you don't fucking
You're
give
so
money
far
to helping
removed
them.
from that. Like,
Yeah.
you don't even get that that's a person.
Yeah.
Your life is like so far, so many layers away from where that person is that your mind can't even understand that at all. You're like, that's not a person. Fuck them.
This is where this
They did it to themselves. It's
they
like,
see the
okay,
world
but-
as something that it's not, because they have a very false sense of what reality really
Right.
is.
Of course. And
Like
we
these
did
people
that.
who are like, oh, it's like I don't think that anyone should have guns. Like you're not living in reality, dude.
Exactly.
like so far from reality.
You're so far from it because the reality is these things are going nowhere.
No.
Never gonna go anywhere.
Nope.
They're here. It's like fucking drugs. It's like people. Oh, you should never do heroin. Cool.
Yeah.
I get it.
So Scott, if you were president,
Yeah.
how
Can't
would
wait for
you
this.
how would you change the gun law? Like, would you make it mandatory? Not mandatory for people to have guns because that's a little
No.
crazy, but
How would I change it?
like mandatory for everyone to. I guess I want to say like everyone to register to be able to have a firearm, like not register, but also like I said, it's hard for me to explain shit, but almost like like everyone, it's required for you to go through this.
I think they should teach gun safety in schools.
That's what I mean. Like
Across the board. Across
That's
the
what I'm
board.
saying.
If you, as a parent, though, I think you should be. If you don't want your child to learn this,
That's your choice.
you can opt out of it.
Yes.
Yeah. What's
Right?
wrong with that?
That's what I'm saying.
Because, like I said, like I'm a fucking libertarian. Like I don't think you
Because
should be forced to fucking do
It
anything.
happens in fucking in Sweden, right? They have these festivals. They're like shooting festivals, and they have 8-10-year-old kids learning gun safety. And there's zero school shootings. Zero.
It's also Sweden, where it's a completely homogenous fucking like community.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You know, the country is all Swedish people. It's like China.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Everyone's Chinese.
Yeah.
It's like everyone in America is
Nah, but-
racist, and
yeah.
everyone's China is Chinese.
Chinese. Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
We have a complete like our
view.
whole situation is because we have a melting
Everything.
pot
We have
of
everything here.
cultures.
Right.
Exactly.
That
So
do not get
everybody-
along.
So how do we get? Yeah, exactly. So how do we?
Like we act like this is some kind of utopia. This is like fucking hell. Because we can't agree on anything.
Yo,
That's the
so
thing. You
true,
can't
dude.
agree on it. You have all this,
Nothing gets done.
all this
Right.
mix of beautiful cultures, and the worst of each culture. Fucking
Yeah, and
Right?
and this is how politicians rise.
yes.
Is out of this. Like these pieces, the worst
They
of
divide this
society.
bullshit.
Politicians really are the worst of society.
Oh yeah.
They're the biggest pieces of shit.
Yep.
They are the most.
They're not public servants. I don't understand.
They serve themselves.
They
Yeah.
serve
They're
themselves, man.
self-servants.
they're fucking snake oil salesmen. That's what they are.
Yep.
And as long as you have money,
That's
like
it.
as long as you have money involved in politics,
Oh, it's always going to be like that.
it's over. You know what I mean?
Getting back to guns.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. Like
like
I'm not
guns.
saying like everyone
like
have
tangents.
everyone like not apply for a permit, but go through some kind of, like you said, gun safety training.
So I
something.
think the gun safety should definitely start at a young age, just
Yes,
because even if you
absolutely.
come across it as a child, and this is how I would sell it to parents who are anti-gun. Be like, listen,
Yeah.
I get that you're
they're not
anti-gun,
toys. Yeah,
but this is teaching them that if there is one around, how
would be
it needs to
safe
be
for
handled
it,
and
right.
like, and there's a chance that your child might come across this. And I get that you don't need, you can teach them whatever you want, and you can still opt out of this program.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, if you want. But this is just teaching your child to live in reality.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's a fucking reality that
Right.
your child might come across a gun at some point.
Right.
They're not going anywhere. And I think that there should be armed guards in every single school in
I've
America at
always
this
said
point.
that. I've said
Now,
that.
at this point, yes.
At this point, that should be where that fucking $40 billion instead of these fucking immigrant shit.
That's what I'm
fucking gone.
saying. The money, like, how can you not win your votes back by investing in your community? I don't understand how investing
Yeah.
in
I know.
immigrants is better than investing in these fucking inner cities, man. I don't.
Well, because you
get
have
it.
fucking idiots who will say, I don't like armed guards in my school. I go to fucking, we live in the Hamptons and there's
Yeah.
no fucking, I'm like, cool. I'm like, I get that it's scary for these kids. You know what else is fucking scary? A fucking kid
Get
coming
that-
in with a fucking machine gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you
blowing
know,
their
if you
friend's head off,
if you
right.
normalize gun safety, kids won't be afraid of somebody that has a gun. I mean, they, in a,
Right,
in a
if you-
situation where you should be
need to be.
afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Right.
need to be. You're always going to be afraid.
I should have
But
said
if
a
you see-
machine gun because no one's getting a machine gun.
But if you see a person with a fucking,
AR-15.
holstered gun, and it's semi-normalized, you know what I mean? You're not so afraid of it.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
And
just,
honestly, dude, I'm telling you right now, like, we have armed guards at our school. And fucking, I'm like, dope.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Cool. Because I know that this dude, if shit goes down, they're usually ex-cops, like retired cops that
Yeah.
do it. You know, I know fucking shit goes down, like they're gonna be on point. They're gonna fucking be at it.
Bro,
You know?
excuse me, at my kids' school, at the primary school, they have armed guard too.
yeah.
And I was like,
And you feel good about it.
I was like, I had a whole conversation with the dude when I first saw him. I like stopped and talked to him. I was like, I love that they have you here, this, that, and the other. And he was like, yeah, no, he's like, it's needed.
It is.
It is at this point,
is.
like you said, at this point.
That's needed, and a very like super comprehensive fucking plan on fucking mental health needs to be fucking needed.
Yes.
Fully agree.
Because that's the problem.
That's
it's not
the
guns.
problem. Exactly.
It's people who feel like they have so little to live for.
Yep.
Yeah.
And such little that this is their outlet is somehow hurting the most vulnerable in society.
Yes.
Yep.
That is the scariest thing ever. And no one wants to address that. No one wants to address, like, how did they get to that point?
Right.
Nobody wants to.
How
address
did that kid who fucking
They'd
went after
rather
Trump get to that
prosecute
point?
the parents than actually provide them with some kind of fucking
Yeah.
Yeah.
mental health.
What
work.
happened to these kids?
But it's
to push
also
them to that point?
But like you always say, there's a stigma. There's a stigma to mental health help.
Yes.
So why is that so stigmatized? Like Charlemagne is always like
big on that. Yeah.
It's big. It's big in men. It's big in kids. It's big in everyone. So if everyone has some sort of like not saying everyone has some sort of mental health, but
Yeah.
but when you have so much shit coming at you. You know what I mean? Like, I think everyone has a little bit of shit they got to deal with, like demons.
Dude, everybody. Absolutely.
And people use that as a crutch. That's the problem.
Yeah,
is that you have
it's
so many
like-
people who. The problem is like you make it so. We've made it so fucking like kind of like almost like cool to have like some kind of fucking like
Mental health problems.
Yeah.
I got a tism. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, it's like
yeah,
you got
OCD,
OCD or something.
Right,
Like,
right.
like people joke. I was diagnosed with OCD when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Right, and it was awful. Like when I tell you, it was probably the worst fucking thing. Definitely the worst thing I went through ever. You know. But like when people are like, he's like, people are like, I got OCD about that. I'm like, dude, you don't have fucking OCD. You asshole.
Right.
Yeah,
Just
you don't know what
saying
it is.
You don't even know what it is.
You
just
like
say it.
saying
You like
it.
to say
You like
it.
saying you have it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
You're anal retentive. Okay.
Yeah.
You like shit clean.
You're neat.
Right. That's all.
You're neat. Yeah.
You're neat.
That you're-
That's it.
This is my
Your-
OCD.
Your OCD is like super beneficial for you because you actually it's like something in your life that fucking is like very
Yeah,
organized.
exactly.
Exactly.
helpful. Stop
It's
trying to
not
make it sound like you
detrimental
have a
to
thing.
your fucking
Yeah. Or
OCD,
real
human
OCD is
functioning.
not good.
Yeah.
No.
Your,
doesn't
your
help
human
you in any way.
functionality. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
You can't function. Period.
No.
As a human, you can't function. You can't go to school. You can't work.
No.
It's
Yeah.
fucked.
But just
Totally
like everybody suffers from anxiety. Every person in the world has some level of anxiousness.
Yes.
Correct.
It's not a debilitating fucking.
Yeah, for most people, it's not a
It-
debilitating.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
people
but,
use it
like
that
you
way.
said, it's cool to say. It's cool
Oh,
to say
my
that I'm
anxiety's
anxious.
getting-
It's cool to say that I'm
acting up
fucking.
today.
I suffer from anxiety. You don't suffer from anxiety, you fuck.
Right.
Yeah.
And
A
it's-
lot of people do.
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
But you don't
A lot of
suffer
people
from
do, but most people, you don't.
No.
You know why? You know what you're feeling anxious? Why you're feeling anxious? Most of the time, it's because
You're a pussy.
You're probably that.
I'm kidding.
That's the main one. But no, like you're probably not doing a bunch of shit you know you should be doing, and your internal is telling you like, "Yo, you're slacking on this," and it's weighing on you
Yeah.
to the point where you're like, "That's normal. That means go do the shit you're supposed to do."
Even
Like-
even something as simple as fast food, like now you go out to restaurants and you fucking it feels like you take forever to get food and
Right.
and that like like when somebody's anxious, it's like you're like, well, just be patient because shit takes time. Like going out in public makes me anxious. Like how does that make you anxious? There's people in the fucking world. Like just live your life. Nobody's really worrying about you. So why are you anxious about other people being around? Like, why are you anxious about going to a dinner party, like, with people you know and shit like that? Like, it shouldn't be a fucking issue like that.
That's
Like,
not- and it's not.
That's what I'm saying. You're not,
It's not an issue.
suffering, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like,
Like-
there are people suffering.
Perfect example. I get anxiety when I'm driving somewhere I don't know where I am. Like I'm using like fucking maps.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
And people are trying to talk to me at the same time. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay,
Can you
yeah.
shut the fuck up?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like I'm paying.
trying to
attention.
figure this
I
out
can't,
here.
I can't drive.
can't say that to
pay
your
attention
girl,
this.
though.
Yes, exactly.
You can't say that to your girl because then she won't talk to you for the rest of the fucking
Exactly.
day. So it's like,
I
shut the
can't
fuck
do
up means
three
he
things
never
at
wants to
once.
hear my voice for the rest of the day.
The most things I can do at once is two. All right, I know that. There's two things I can do at once. Right, I can't do the third. I can pay attention to driving and pay attention to this fucking map telling me where to go.
Right.
Yes.
I can't pay
And
attention
think-
to you two.
Right.
Especially when you, like you said, you don't know where you're going. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
And I try to be nice. Like I'm like, can you just be quiet for a minute so I can?
You
I'm like,
can't.
I gotta know where I'm going.
There's, it's
You know, I'm like, I gotta know where I'm going.
you can't win with beaches. Fucking told you already.
Well, you
Told
can, no matter how nice you say it, you can.
But that gives me. Like, I actually noticed it yesterday. I was like trying to, and she was just talking the whole time. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, I can't fucking pay attention because like she's talking over the fucking MapQuest lady.
Oh, of course. And then they're asking you questions and you
Yeah.
never answer. It's
You know
like,
what'd be
yeah, I have
funny?
no idea what you just said.
It would be funny if you just said, you know what? Let's just turn it off. Fuck it. Fuck
Let's-
it. We'll figure it out. Just keep
let's
talking.
wing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
keep talking.
That's more important.
I'm gonna drive off this cliff.
You're like driving by burning barrels of trash.
Oh, are we in a river?
Some naked dude
Oops.
whacking off in the corner. You're like, how do we get here? You just kept. I wanted to listen
You
to.
didn't want to. You didn't want me to know. Where
I
we
wanted
were
to
going.
listen to your story.
That's I noted that's like one thing that gives me I'm like, dude, just, but I'm like also
But you don't suffer.
no, dude,
Right.
it's not fucking something that's
Everybody, that's what I'm saying. It's like everybody
gonna, I don't
goes
want
through
to
it. It's
crawl up in a corner somewhere and cry. Like you know what I mean?
No,
Like
it's
like-
I'm just like,
we're-
dude, god damn it, this
Right.
bothers me.
Right.
Yeah.
It
That's what it
bothers
is.
you.
It bothers me. That's what
Right.
it is, and that's what anxiety is. It for most people
Most
who say they
people.
have anxiety, it's just things that bother them.
It's
people,
it's
right.
adversity, and you don't
Yes.
know how to overcome it, and
Yeah.
it's fucked up. But we're doing that to you.
Yeah.
Our generation has raised a bunch of.
Dude. And we
Pussification.
said it. We said exactly why.
Yeah,
We said exactly why
we
last
want to
one.
make it easier.
We were
for
the
them.
last generation to grow up with violent consequences.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Real violence.
Real violence.
Where like it was like
It
you
was
you
so
fucking
real.
you
Actually-
got out of pocket, you got punched in the fucking face.
that's all.
Yeah.
Actually,
Actually,
No, like actually.
you smacked
though.
me in the face for
Like,
fucking.
actually, yeah.
Ugh.
What is all that actually? Is that a new thing? You just say that and you're
It was
surprised.
for him.
They don't fucking know how to deal with reality. They're like, did that really happen?
Yeah.
Actually,
Actually,
you see
yeah, it
that-
fucking happened.
You see
got
that kid in
smacked
Newark?
up. 'cause
I'll
you
actually
fucking
smack you
did
again
something
if you keep saying that.
because you disrespected a grown fucking man.
You see that
smacked
kid
me
in
the
Newark
fucking
that got
face.
lumped up by that bus driver?
Oh yes.
He got
Is this older or new?
No, this
This
is
is
this is
new.
pretty new.
I
so
saw
I got so
older
apparently
stuff.
this
He
kid
cleared the seats. He was like, I need everybody to move back.
Yeah.
I need everybody to move back. And this kid he didn't pay, and then he was being a fucking asshole.
Yep.
And he got beat the fuck
The
up by the
shit
fucking
kicked out of
driver.
You
him.
know what's
fucking-
fucked up? I know the guy got fired.
Yeah, of
Probably
course.
did.
New
But-
Jersey Transit.
Yeah, it was on- he
New
taught that
Jersey
kid-
Transit.
Damn.
He
Bus
taught that kid
driver.
a fucking lesson he was never gonna fucking forget.
Good.
Nope.
Never gonna
Beat his
forget.
ass.
Dude,
He
beat
just
his-
saved that kid's life.
Yep.
Yep.
You just changed the life.
kid-
But I knew
Thank
that
you.
was the first time that kid has ever been punched in the face, and the reason I knew it is because when he got punched the second time, he actually grabbed his face.
Yes.
He was
Yeah.
like, "Woo!" And then
You
the
didn't
dude just
fight
grabbed
back.
him, dumped him.
Good.
It was so satisfying. I hate it.
Good.
That it was that satisfying to watch this
Yeah,
kid get
because
Uh,
he
you
never
need-
he
motherfuckers
never
need that
thought
shit, bro.
he never thought somebody at work was
Yeah,
gonna forget
right.
they were at work
Right.
and beat the shit
Or
out
not
of you
care.
or not care.
Yeah.
You just gonna say you say it to the wrong person.
Yep.
You say it to the wrong person and you get fucked up and then you're like, actually,
Actually.
yeah,
Yeah.
motherfucker, actually.
You young bloods never seen Falling Down, huh?
What a great movie.
Was it Michael
He
Douglas?
just
Yeah.
says fuck it.
Yep.
He says
Like, I'm
fuck
done with-
it. And
done
the
with
whole
everything.
movie is fuck it. All right, fuck
Yeah.
y'all.
Yep.
It's like, all
Watch
right.
that shit, kids.
That's a great movie.
Because it
Michael
is, man. It's
Douglas.
like, dude,
Yeah.
people get pushed to a point when they're like, is this worth it? Is this worth it to fucking get talked to like this?
Yeah.
Right.
You know, like we've had like the same thing that happens to us all the time.
Yeah.
These
Oh,
motherfuckers talk
dude.
to us, and you're like, finally, like, dude, what the fuck are you gonna do?
Right, right.
We've had bartenders get spit in the face
I will murder someone.
over a Heineken.
Yeah, I'm losing everything at that point. I lost everything. I'll lose job, freedom.
But that's what I'm saying. But you spit at the right person because you
Right.
just backed up,
There's
called
no
security,
way.
and guess what? If you spit at the wrong person, you get fucked up, and then you can sue.
Yeah.
It's the pussification again. It's just fucking. You have. It's hard to.
I feel like if someone
consequences are fucking necessary.
This
I mean,
is gonna
spit
be.
is assault, apparently. You know that?
Listen,
Yeah, you could charge you. You
You
could
charge
charge
with
them.
assault for spitting on someone.
Good.
That's fucking. I mean, first of all, that's the most bitch ass fucking thing in the planet to do is to spit on someone.
That's
is.
that's
Ever.
number one. But
You
you
should get-
deserve
you
you
should get your
deserve to
head-
get
you
charged
spit
for
on,
that.
You spit on the fucking floor, dude, like a man.
Yeah, yeah,
you.
but you deserve
This is what I think of you.
if you
You
do that, you
deserve-
deserve. To
you
have-
deserve an assault charge on your fucking record.
Yeah, like a little bitch. You're a bitch.
It's fucking whack. Like to spit
Someone
on somebody.
spit
It's
in
so
my
fucking
face, dude.
in your face.
I would literally. I think I would forget everything, and it would take somebody like
Yeah,
pulling
you
me
probably
off of
wake up.
somebody.
That's what I'm saying. That's probably when you wake up.
I would try to murder somebody.
You like,
the
here, little
level
girl,
of
Frankie?
disrespect that is.
It's just like it's gross.
Like imagine
it's
like
disrespectful.
spitting and it's all in your.
It's fucking like yeah.
dude, I would grab
and then
whatever's
like
next
you
to me and
said,
try to
and then
kill
you
you.
get fired. That's what society does. Like this motherfucker spit in my face. I beat the shit out of him. It's
Yeah.
it's considered assault, so it should be considered self defense to beat
Right.
the shit out of somebody that just assaulted me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but the
but
laws
the pro-
contradict.
And in this state, it's still fucking worse.
Oh, New Jersey.
If that
forget
was
it.
Texas or Florida,
Yeah.
if you have like a stand your ground fucking
Yeah.
shit, you could
Yeah.
100% lump that dude up and have no consequence.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or not. You probably have a consequence, but it won't be as bad.
But
as
it's
here.
weird. It's weird. It's weird that you can spit in my face and it's considered assault, and you can get charged with assault.
Yeah,
But if I defend myself against that assault, that's a fucking crime.
They're
too.
gonna say that you
Right.
should have ran away. This state is such a fucking bunch of
Isn't that
fucking
crazy?
pussies.
I'm telling you. it's
yeah, it
fucking
is. It
insane.
really is a bitch ass state, dude. Like
It
the
is.
It
laws
is. It's like,
and
oh,
shit.
could you get away? Could you walk away? Oh, okay.
Yeah, like how
I know your
somebody-
fucking manhood is that fucking, it's like, but this is a society of fucking pussies. So we need to keep it that way.
Yeah, they hide behind civilized.
Yeah, civilize my ass.
Civilize my ass.
Like,
That,
you
you
know
think
would've
that
been
dude was
civilized?
civilized by spitting in my fucking face?
Would have been civilized that dude getting picked up, dumped on his fucking head, knocked the fuck out, and never done that ever again.
Exactly.
Because he learned his lesson, and you didn't even get involved.
I just helped the world
You
out.
guys ever see the video of this? It's at a gas station convenience store, and there's like this dude had to be completely drunk or high off something. Is this tall, skinny white dude, and he's talking crazy to this dude's black dude, right? And the black dude's just chilling. He's just standing there in line, and the dude's like. He's calling him the N-word, but he's saying it like a black dude. He's like, "Oh, you bitch ass nigga!" Like the white dude saying it to the
Oh,
black
he hit
dude.
him with the T can.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that shit.
Bro. And the dude, he took a lot of it. He's like trying to.
Did
But
you ever
it's-
hear the backstory of it?
I did not hear.
My
the
man
backstory
had
of
just
it.
lost his job. He was like in like middle of divorce or some shit. Like they had a whole story backstory on the
black
guy.
dude?
Yes, on the guy that actually hit the fucking kid. And like you said, he still took a lot.
He
of
still
abuse
took a
from that
lot. He
kid.
could have let that first time he said that shit.
Nope.
Set him off. Dude's talking all type of shit, and he grab. You see him grab the can and flip it in his hand. And he drops it, and the white dude tries to kick it. He's like, "What you gonna do? You gonna hit me with that shit?" He's like, "Hit me, nigga, hit me."
And he tries to kick it away from
Yeah,
his
he tries to
hand.
kick it,
but
and
the dude grabbed it, and on the way up,
Bro, I never seen somebody. It's a big Arizona iced tea can.
Yeah.
He just
It burst open
splattered
and
his
everything.
Shit, yeah, it was great. It was great.
It's the greatest fucking video ever. It's a
bro,
few
like-
years ago.
Yeah,
This needs to happen more.
it does though.
We need to have just fucking straight up fucking vigilante fucking justice from now on.
If you deserve it, you deserve it.
No, it's like, dude, have consensual combat. Like fucking, like
Right.
fucking, like Texas has. It's like, dude, if you two fucking dudes need to fucking figure this the fuck out,
yeah.
That's the only
and
way.
you're both willing to do it, there should be no fucking.
I know that was a thing. They have that.
Oh, in Texas, yeah,
Really?
You can 100%. If you fucking beefing with some fucking dude in the street,
Yeah,
and you both consent to fighting,
yeah.
the state will not press charges.
That's dope, yo.
Yeah.
Unless you go above and beyond. So if like you fucking knock the dude, like you knock the dude down, and you're like,
And
all
then
right,
you
it's
stop
over.
them and shit like that. Yeah,
You stop the shit out of him, then it's like you're going
Right.
overboard. Type
Right.
of thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
of course.
But it's like, yo, if you want to fucking, you're two grown men, fucking
Yeah,
get in there. Why is it any different than two fucking grown men going into a fucking MMA gym?
yeah.
I mean, like, hey man, let's beat the shit out of each other because we need to get some stress out.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
There's no difference.
There'd be
Nah,
a fucking
there isn't.
if
It's just
a
on
lot
the
more
street,
people
that's all.
trained,
Right.
it'd be a
a lot
fucking
less
way
fights.
calmer society, man.
Yeah.
Because you don't feel like you have anything to prove when you know how to fight.
Yeah.
You know how to defend yourself.
There's still
That's
like
what-
the amount of people. Put it this way: the amount of people I've trained with over the fucking years who are dickheads in real life, like out
Was
and
it
about,
1%?
It's
not
gotta be
even,
the
Not
smallest
even?
amount, yeah.
not even.
Some of the nicest people in the
Yeah.
world.
That fucking
Then you
Sean
have some wild
Strickland
cards,
dude.
you know?
Sean Strickland. He's one of
Yeah,
them.
yeah. He would be one of those guys.
He's,
Yeah,
he's one of the random, like one of the 1% that
Yep.
acts like he's
That would
like,
he just likes to fight.
yeah.
He enjoys the fight. You know what I
Like,
mean?
dude, just leave motherfuckers alone.
He can't.
Like,
Like, Nick Diaz. He's another one.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
just likes to fight.
Yeah, or Nate Diaz. I'm sorry.
But
Diaz.
Nate won't do no shit. He won't like just try to start shit
Nah,
with you.
nah.
If you talk shit to him, well, it's over. It's good night for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like he don't go around like trying to start shit. I don't know. It doesn't seem like he does. It seems like he always is
No,
reacting.
it's
to some
always
shit.
yes.
It's always
He
real.
had the best clip of all time when that dude was talking shit to him with a bunch of drinks in his hand. He's
The
like,
beers,
"Like that?"
the beers,
He
yeah.
threw
Oh
him.
yeah, the dude threw.
The beer. The beer went everywhere. It was great.
Dude,
That
the
was the
fear
best
in
thing
that
ever.
dude, yo. Oh my god.
Oh, it was the best thing that ever happened.
Because you think, oh, they're not gonna do anything.
Yeah.
We're at a UFC event.
I wonder
Right.
what he
Like,
said.
this
I want to know.
guy
I wonder
is
what he said to him.
insane.
Like, I wonder what he actually said.
I wish he would talk about it.
Oh, that's so fucking great.
He probably doesn't even fucking remember. He's probably like, yeah, all right.
Right.
I know
He's
all
like,
I
"That
need to
was
know
regular."
about you. Yeah, exactly. I know all I need about you. You're just a fan.
Pussy.
Yeah, if you get
Spilling
spit on,
your drinks.
if you get spit on, I just feel like whatever happens to you happens. If a motherfucker shoot you if you spit on them, I ain't mad at them.
No.
You chose to spit on another man.
I can't like I
Spit.
don't. There's
It's-
I'd rather you punch me in my face. Like
Yeah.
to spit, like to hawk up some shit out of your mouth and your throat and fucking launch that shit out of your mouth at me.
Yeah, it's like
You
warfare.
gotta get your head removed, bro.
That's what it is.
like,
Right?
That shit.
It's
is
biological
crazy.
warfare.
It's like, but seriously, it's like the most.
It is, yo. It really is.
It's like the most bitch ass thing to do
Of course,
as
it
a
is.
man.
Of course,
It's
it
the
is.
most bitch ass thing you can do.
It's like when
is.
people throw bottles across the fucking room at somebody.
Yeah.
It's the same shit. It's a
Yeah.
bitch at you're fucking. You have good 10 feet of distance.
Yep.
But we're
Right.
in each other's faces, and you don't want to throw a punch. You want to fucking. Spit.
You want to spit because you're a pussy.
and you think
Yeah.
that nothing's gonna happen after you do it.
Right. You think
I would
there's gonna be no
never.
consequences.
That just doesn't come across like in my mind.
Dude, you
Like,
work
the-
here.
Yeah,
Dude, you work here.
Dude, you work here. You're not supposed to beat this shit out of me. I'm like, you're not supposed to spit on me. So.
It's just that simple.
It is that simple though.
It's really that simple. Like, you keep fucking around with the wrong people.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
mean,
you're gonna come across to the wrong
right, You're
motherfucker.
eventually gonna get
Keep
the wrong
acting up.
person.
You know
It
what I mean?
happens,
Just
man.
like I've like totally
shit
against
always catches up to those type of people.
totally
Yeah.
against beating women. But when women feel emboldened
way to
enough to
start
punch
this
you in the
hilarious.
punch a fucking stranger in
Oh
the
yeah,
face,
you should.
and they fucking crack the shit out of these women.
asked for it.
And-
You asked for it.
come on, man.
You're a person.
Like
You're a
you're just gonna
person,
come across
you
the
hit
wrong
somebody.
fucking person. Like
There's a video. So there's a video of this guy who was like, he got into some kind of argument with this lady in a parking lot, right? And he was being like real calm, like about it. He's like, yo, he's just kind of giving her fucking this and that. But he was like, he was videotaped the whole thing. She clearly punches him on camera, and he fucking was just like bump and knocked her down. It was kind of funny because the lady's like laying there in the fucking parking lot,
Yeah.
like all like I couldn't believe it. She got
yeah,
hit.
you
Bump.
can't believe it.
It was like one shot. He's like, I told you. He's like, yo. He's like, don't fucking hit me. He's like, don't fucking hit me.
You can argue with me all you want.
Right.
So he goes to the cop, and there's all these other videos of like this of him. He videotaped everything. You know, he has his phone down. He's in the fucking, you know. First he goes to the, because he's like, I want to press charges against this woman. She fucking assaulted me. You know.
Yeah.
This and that, because like she called the cops. There was like this whole big thing, and he was just gonna let it go kind of thing, but she made it bigger, I guess.
Yeah.
And she must know somebody.
Why? What happened?
Because it keeps getting bounced back and forth. Like the one cop was like, he's like, Dad, he's like, you can't really, he's like, I don't know if she even fucking hit you or not, this and that. He's like, it's on video. What do you mean? He's like, oh, well,
I didn't fabricate that.
Well, you know, he's like, it's not very clear whether she hit you or not.
God,
he's like, you can clearly hear her.
Yeah.
You can see her in the video swing at me, and you hear she actually
punch
punches
connect.
the camera.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, she
You
punches
hear
the
it.
fucking phone.
You hear it. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you just see her laid the fuck out.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, just like that off-duty cop that, remember the guy honked at him at a yield?
Oh my God,
And he
dude,
punches
punched
him through
guy
the
in
window,
face.
and it
Oh,
was
yeah.
correct. He didn't get anything.
course he did.
He got suspended with pay. Of
course.
And then he's back on chilling.
Of course.
Amazing.
It is.
Amazing. Like, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
You can do
We would get
whatever you want.
You didn't know that me and you would get fired for that? Like,
Yeah.
from our jobs. We're not even fucking.
Not
We're
even
like,
working.
No,
Yeah.
if we were right now, we were out hanging out,
Yeah.
and he knocks somebody out, he
Yeah,
can get fired.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Because I have an assault charge on my fucking record, and we have a
You have your
casino
license.
control commission. My license.
Your
was
license
pulled.
would be revoked. Yeah.
I have to go back to Fridays.
If you could find one, they're starting
I
to
was about
close
to
those
say, do they
motherfuckers
even
too.
exist?
I have to go to Applebee's.
Applebee's, you'll probably find
Yeah,
in New
yeah,
Jersey
you'll
at least.
probably-
But they're starting to close everything. All those franchises,
Dude,
fucking
it's,
closing
they
tons
they
and tons
ran
of
their fucking
locations.
course.
It's true.
Yeah,
Red
they had a
Lobster.
good run.
Yeah, Red Lobster is
Red
fucking
Lobster.
almost done. They're only.
What is
I
Red
forget how many are left in the fucking United States, but it's not that many.
Yep.
Cheddar Bay biscuits. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, but once that recipe came out online,
Yeah, it was over.
you're finished, Red Lobster.
And they really are. Like, what do people go
really
to Red
are.
Lobster for anymore? Like, what do you
I've
get
never
from
been
there?
to Red Lobster the day in my life.
Really?
Really?
Never been there.
Oh,
yeah,
man, I've been there a million fucking
yeah,
times.
Yeah, we were kids. We used to go all the
I
time.
use it all the time. Like
Yeah.
the last time I went to Red Lobster, it was I didn't go. It was during COVID.
Who?
We ordered because
That's
they were
mad
doing
recent.
well, they were doing the DoorDash.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And it was my
like the
in-laws
grossest
and
time to go.
my in-laws anniversry, right? So we were like, they wanted to go out to dinner and they didn't, they couldn't. So we were like, what do you want to eat from? And they were like, Red Lobster. Right? They order a ton of shit. It cost us like,
$11.
no,
it's fine. Nah.
Red Lobster is expensive without being expensive,
Yeah,
without being
right,
fancy.
Right.
So they didn't put one of the desserts. It's an $8 dessert in the order,
Okay.
and they refused to just give us the $8.
That's why you're going out of business. It's shit like that.
$8 on a over $100 DoorDash order, and they refused to refund us $8.
See? It's shit like that.
That's what I'm talking
That's
about.
why we don't get surprised.
You forget the dessert. This is all your fault. And they were like, nah,
No accountability.
nope.
Oh, your fault. That was your fault.
Yeah, of course.
Somehow it was your
That's
fault.
all my fault. You know what I mean?
That's
Whatever.
I've never used DoorDash ever either.
Dude, I used to use that shit a lot.
Yeah, I mean, for what was happening at the time,
Yeah.
that's how you did it. They weren't really allowing people in the restaurant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ew.
So
When you're home, like if you're home with your
But-
kids and then they went to sleep, you're like, damn, I really want this. Can't go get it.
dude,
It's so expensive.
It is.
it is expensive.
That's-
You pay some fucking fees, bro.
Nah, yeah,
Yeah.
you do. You do.
It's not worth
It's,
it.
it's
Your food-
ridiculous
your-
convenience though.
Yeah, but your
It's
food
like-
also shows up fucking cold and fucking because it's like
Not
it's
all the
being,
time.
No,
Not all the time.
Okay, that's good.
Depending on
Not all
what
the
it's-
time. I know what you're talking because that's happened before. Like,
Yeah.
I give you an example. I was at the house back when I was living at the other house, and the kids were asleep, and I wanted something from yesterday's. They went to sleep. I put them down like 7:30, 8 o'clock. I was like, damn, I want a burger from yesterday's, and I couldn't go get it. They don't deliver. Hey, DoorDash. I DoorDash that shit, and now, fortunately, yesterday's was like only a few minutes from the house, so it didn't have a lot of drive time.
Yeah,
So I got it. It was
fresh.
almost hot still. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
nice.
awesome.
But like, you gotta know what you gotta be realistic. Like if you're gonna
Yeah.
order something from like 30 minutes away, it's like, all right,
Exactly.
what
Yeah,
are
you
you
know.
expecting?
You know what this
you know,
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what it is.
Yeah.
But people have very unrealistic expectations.
Always,
bro.
always,
Everything.
always,
Right.
always,
What
What the fuck are you
always.
talking about, man?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Then they get
and that's
mad.
what I mean. Like we ruin our own shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Expectations. Like what's his name? I hate fucking not knowing comedians, but he was talking about how fast food ruins your experience. He's like, you sit down in a restaurant, and you're like, I'll have the cheeseburger. Where is it? Like it's like you want that immediate fucking.
That's hilarious.
He's like, I'll have the cheeseburger. Where is it? Like he wanted it
Dude,
right
that's so true though. People really behave like that.
away. Dude, it's
It's like, yo, you know how when you cook shit at home, right? It takes time. You know they're actually cooking it back there, right? There's
Yeah.
actually a kitchen. They're
That's
not
what I'm saying.
magically making it. And
I've
like
been waiting for 8.5 minutes.
Can I have my magic burger, please? It's like,
Magic burger.
what's going on?
It's everything though. It's even just like walking up to it. Like people have this expectation. Because they're at the bar, they
Yeah.
stood there.
They're super
Yeah.
impatient at the bar.
We're not
dude.
supposed to have to
The
wait.
thing I hate the most is the people who follow you around the bar as you're working. Like you see them walk up, you
You're
make
like-
eye contact with them,
You
and then they come
acknowledge.
over to you in front of you, and then you're like, you go to something, and they come around to the other. I'm like, will you leave me the fuck alone, dude?
I'll get
You're like,
to you.
Can I have a water?
Oh, it's always something.
It's always a water.
It's always something that's
fucking stupid.
not gonna make money. And I, like yesterday,
Like
like
children
Friday,
just
this
follow
dude
you
goes.
around.
Yeah.
This dude he ordered 3 Coronas, and then he goes like, "Can I also get 3 glasses of water?" And I'm like, "Cool." And he's right in front of me. I'm starting to put ice. He goes, "Oh, no ice." And I go, "Yeah, because that's easier." Like these fucking 16-ounce cups. You know how long it's gonna fucking take me to fucking fill this shit up with water? You fucking asshole. He's like, "Oh no ice." I'm like, "Yeah, because that's easier." Like, fucking, what are you fucking stupid? It's gonna take me twice as long. You fucking asshole.
Yeah, because that's easier.
I took this lady's order the other night, and I was like, I took another order, and I was in the middle of making something else. Like obviously, I was asking her what she needed. I put it up. Started making it. She's like, "Oh, I have a Cabernet." I'm like, "All right, cool." And I pour a glass of in the other order, I pour a glass of fucking Pinot Grigio. She's like, "Cabernet's red." I was like, "You're not the only one here."
Yeah, perfect. Perfect.
That's my line.
I don't know if you looked around.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's always a perfect response because it's like people, it instantly reminds
You
them like,
shoulda-
oh shit.
You should have hit him with the the viral like Starbucks TikTok. It's like, oh, you didn't order Chardonnay? No, I didn't. Then this isn't fucking yours, is it?
Right. And that's the crazy. And then not only did she just assume that you were making it wrong, and then the way she said it like an asshole.
Yeah.
That Cabernet's red.
She's like,
Oh,
Cabernet's
tone.
red.
Tone is every.
Who the
Yeah,
fuck you
dude.
think?
I was like, "Yeah," and you're not the only one here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this isn't. I was like, I picked them up and like walked them to the other person. Like, see,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when when people do like they order
I hate motherfuckers.
they order 3 drinks, right? And let's say they order 3 drinks and a glass of water, right? And you have like 3 drinks with you or whatever, 4 drinks, however many you can carry. And they're like, "Oh, we also ordered a water." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm handicapped by having 2 hands." Calm the fuck down. It's right over there. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man?
So I know
So what am I
most of
supposed
the,
to put it on my fucking head? Like, you
know
can't
the-
even carry 2 drinks, bitch. Like, get the fuck out of here.
I know all the bars you go to, all the bartenders have 3 hands. Not here.
Sorry.
I just
That's how I
have
always say
two.
I'm handicapped by only having 2 hands.
how about the tray shit the other night, dude?
Oh my god, dude, I was almost on the side of the customer
What happened?
because our
great.
waitress is not great.
Oh, okay.
She was talking to one of her regulars,
Okay.
For
and it was
way
a
too
really
long.
long
For a
time,
long
like
time.
Way too long.
Where it was way too long.
It was to the
She-
point where I think 4 different tables came up to the bar. It was
Came
like,
up
can
to
I
the
just
bar.
order a drink?
Wow.
I've been waiting forever.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we were like, yep.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
she was
Hell
like,
yeah.
she goes, "I already paid for these," and I was like, "Oh, okay." You know what I mean? And it was like 3 drinks, so I thought she was gonna grab one. But we turned around, he's like, "She grabbed the tray," and I just turned around, and the lady's like putting her own drinks on the tray. She's taking them out, and I was like, "You deserve that shit."
Yeah, I'm
and then,
not mad
and then
at
I
that,
didn't even
yo.
I didn't even tell her where the tray was. The
best
lady
part-
left the tray on the fucking
She
table.
brought the tray to the table and just left it on the
Left
table.
it there.
It was like they were fucking just sitting there, fucking like didn't even bring it back.
Hey.
Dude, yeah, this is the
great.
one time
I ain't
I'm
mad
not
at
on
it.
your side. Exactly.
Right. I'm not mad at that.
Customer was right.
I'm hardly ever on their side when
Right.
it fucking comes to them. I'm sorry.
It's
But,
yeah,
when
it's
you're-
rare.
when you're
It's
giving
rare.
Bad service like
But
that.
it was
though,
bad.
They're
Yeah,
terrible.
it
That's
was
bad.
just whatever you were talking about. It just went on way too long.
Right.
Like where this lady already paid,
Yeah, that's
you already closed the check. She had signed her shit. She was like, "Look, I already paid for
Yeah,
this."
give
blah,
her
blah,
a
blah."
drinks, dude. Come
Yeah.
back and talk to you.
What are you doing
fucking
there?
regular. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Because she had the slip with the credit card in there. You know how
Yeah.
we have the book, and it was on top of the service area with her 3 drinks.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So she grabbed her credit card, signed the check. She was like, look, I already paid for these. Can I just grab these? I'll go, yeah, take them. You know what I mean? Like, I thought she was just going to take them. Nope. She fucking grabbed her tray. She put her tip cup on the bar. Like,
I saw her do that. I was
Took her
like,
tip cup off of the bar, out of the tray, put it on the bar, and put the drinks on the tray. And like I said, I couldn't even be mad at you.
Right, right.
Because you were taking way too long. And, you know, sometimes
mad at that
you
either.
guys get us.
I just don't. The only
Right.
thing I don't like is that now we set a precedent that you can take tray. You can take it. You have trays for these people.
I didn't set a price. We didn't set a price. That'll never happen again.
It's just so funny when people are like, "Do you have a tray?" I'm like, "No." What do
Yeah,
you,
no.
Where have you? Where bar do you go to
When
that they give you a tray?
Could you even carry drinks with a tray?
Right. Are you even capable of doing that?
Bumbling fucks are gonna spill everything. They
Right.
take two at a time.
And I I don't understand when they come to the realization, right? Like, let's say you go, I'm like, yo, Kenny, go to the bar, grab it, whatever. And there's like 6 of us.
Yeah.
And you order that's not bottle. You order like 6 different kind of drinks.
Okay.
And then you come to the realization that you can't fucking carry 6 drinks.
Right.
It's like, why'd you order 6? Like, you're gonna have to make 2 trips.
Right. Just make
you
2
can't
trips.
you can't serve everybody. And they're like, you don't have a tray?
Who says that? Like, what?
A lot of people. Like, I'm like, where? I've never been to a place
That's what I
where
always
they
say
give
to
you
them.
your own tray.
I'm like, where
Nobody has.
where have you gone where they give you a tray? I just
No.
want to name one place.
No.
Like, none of them can ever name it.
And like I always say, like sometimes people will order like 4 or 5 drinks and just have a $10 bill in their hand. And sometimes you're like, oh, maybe he
Right.
maybe he made a mistake. But
Yeah.
when they were like, oh, I'm like, where do you go where your 5 drinks are $10? Like,
Yeah.
I need to know.
Yeah, there's no $2 drinks
And
anywhere
like
on the planet.
like their people start laughing and shit. And I'm like, you made a face like you thought
Right.
$10
But you better
was
take
enough.
$100 out. Stop playing.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I was like, you made a face like you thought $10 was enough.
Yeah.
And
You
I was like,
really
it's the only
thought-
reason I said that. Because if you were like, oh shit, this is a 10, what am I doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's different.
now they're upset,
But
like,
if you're
oh,
like, oh
damn.
no, oh my God. I'm like,
Like, I
even
automatically-
the diviest
Fridays.
of bars.
Fridays, dude.
nowhere.
Friday's not a dive bar.
Yeah, it
but
is.
even the diviest of
piece of
bars
shit.
is that, I don't even know if that's a
Right.
word.
There's no $2.
There's no $2 fucking drinks. Are you crazy? You,
Oh, wait,
expect, you look like you expect to
This
change
isn't
too.
the mountain bar.
Most people think that. Most people have this weird thing, especially in casinos, that they think that they just walk up to a bar and drinks are free. Like it's like an all-inclusive resort.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's crazy. I don't remember you paying to be here.
Oh, shit.
You got to bounce?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
All right, well,
Unfortunately.
I have been Bert.
Ken Shaba.
Sky balls.
We'll see you guys next time. This has been the Pouring Rain podcast. And Samson, good night. Still sleeping.
Good
Slept
night,
through the whole thing. We even bore him.
And you wonder why we're not famous.
I still wonder.
Instate on decision. Mr. Function, come off it, teach them all a lesson. Me say, when we fire jam and bass, how we mash up the place.